This is a new camera mount. See if this works on the road. Take one, going to Edinburgh, new camera mount. Can't play music, so I'll have to whistle all the way. I'm leaving South Lanarkshire and we're going to go past James Hamilton Loch. I'm going to just do a commentary. It's a 5 litre V8, 435 horsepower. It's a premium, GT premium package. I did the stripes myself, put on louvers and the boot spoiler. The British cars don't come with that stuff, so I had to be ordered and put on separately. It's right hand drive, so it's a bit unusual. The last time they made a Mustang with right hand drive was 1978. They used to sell them here in Glasgow, Paul at Shaw's Road, and that was a Fox body, the first of the Fox body. Turbo 2.3 turbo Lima, I believe, and I think it was done with a chain underneath the dash. This is actually engineered in the right, the steering column's actually engineered all the way into the car. So we're heading up to, we're leaving the roundabout now. I'm going to have to put on my traction control here because this roundabout's slippy. We got a load of 4-wheel tippers coming up. Used to drive those things, I do not miss them. EPD, drop it, pierce it, destroy it. We can go now, this guy indicates. Aye, I'm clairvoyant, that's how I know what way you're going. Right, here we go. Beautiful sunny day, blue sky, minus temperatures and blue skies go hand in hand like the two Ronnies. No bugger to press these pedestrian lights, so we can carry on forward. That's a rarity getting through these lights. On the left we've got James Hamilton Park, and you can't see it. I used to try and get the wife to film it. It's a wee boat and loch and coffee place. It's quite good. So we're leaving and we'll be hitting the 725 bypass, which joins Lanarkshire, South Lanarkshire to North Lanarkshire. It goes from north to south. We're going to head north and then head east on the Edinburgh. This road is shocking. Right, we're actually going to widen this road and turn it into an electric bus lane. Have you ever heard anything so stupid? This is the main trunk. There's people in Ayrshire have to use this to go through here to go to Coatbridge to work. They bought cheap houses in Ayrshire and they're travelling. That must be wasting 4 hours a day. I just couldn't do that. I don't like the travelling thing. It should be for pleasure. Like today, I'm going to see my friend. But what they don't tell young people is the first life skill that they must achieve is getting a driving licence. Because when that job turns up at $14.50 an hour and somebody says, do you want it? They say, oh, how do you get there? Well, if you're anyway competent worker, you'd have your own transport. And that's what separates the competence from the incompetence. I would qualify that you need to have a driving licence to work in anywhere that's going to pay a big salary business. You get the exception people, office workers and accountants and whatever. That's not real life, that's a small section of the population. 80% of the working population drive. Get that green light on me through. How about that? My gosh. town that I live in. And we're heading towards Hill. Pass through Hamilton and Blantyre first. Just trickle it out here. Don't need to go tonto with old throttle. We'll end up getting sideways and doing a full 360 with this powerful V8 engine. Beautiful sunny day. Just tickle it along. This is where all the carry on starts. They're all trying to batter along, batter through. I find that you're better just blending in. Well, that lorry's going to be there, he's going to want to go first. And I'll just let him go, and I'll get in behind him. And I'll overtake him later on when the road opens up, because I'm not really interested. Here we are. This is when not job start. Batter. You know the sun's in their eyes. Tickle along in 5th gear and we can achieve sometimes in a good day 36 to the gallon, which is incredible at a 5-litre V8. I know people with 2-litre petrols can't get better than 16 because of all the crap that's in the cars now. They're too heavy and they're underpowered. These Honda things that were built for to be charged at the house, but nobody's getting charging at the house, and if they did have charging at the house they couldn't afford it. These are strange times that we're living in. I find comfort in the old cars. Old Morris Minor, it's got zero technology other than a big huge supercharger strapped to the side of it. I'll just let these people batter on it and I'll drop it, pierce it, destroy it. And just tickle along here till the road opens up, because we're going to Edinburgh anyway and we don't care. On the crematorium. This road I used to travel to work in Bellshill on my motorbike, and tell you it was scary. You've got all these low-lying bits here that capture the damp and the fog, black ice, people hitting ridiculous speeds. A wee 125 potato engines only sitting at 50 mile an hour flat out. Don't miss it. My friend works in that estate over there. He's a mechanic for the lorries for the council. Used to work with him years and years ago. Miss working with him. He was a laugh. Used to do a crank Pfeiffer impression. Yeah. Used to say with 3 minutes into a shift and already he was saying yeah. But he used to spit his cornflakes across the table at tea time, and one of the security guards, he had a baby, and he says, "Does your kid spit the rusks like that?" And he says, "Yes." He says, "Well, are you going to call him Andy?" Nearly called him Adam, but there you go. This is where I lost the prop shaft, my Mark IV Cortina. Ended up nearly getting ran into. Several lorries, fire engine stopped behind me, put the blue lights on and saved my bacon, and then a friend recovered me in a lorry and put me in the estate across the road into the Volvo so I could get recovered with RAC. This is us in High Blantyre now, which is where David Livingstone was from. David Livingstone, story, Scottish explorer who explored a lot of Africa, and they have a centre over here, David Livingstone Centre, so people, the tourists go and see it. It's quite an amazing story. The guy worked 12-hour shifts as a child and then still managed to get schooling to get a medical degree, and then ended up being an African explorer from here, the David Livingstone Centre. So leaving High Blantyre and we're going to head towards, let's try Strathclyde Park. The Strathclyde Park was built over an old coal village. It's actually flooded and they put a lock over the top of it. You can't see that here. That'll be a video for another day. You're just tickling along here. Easy cruising. Nothing to prove. 400 horsepower. Why should I worry? So they're all braking here so that they can go to Glasgow. And that's that junction starting to pile up. So the smart money comes to this lane. Overtake them up gently, smoothly. Once they get rid of those people, drop down into 5th gear and chug up the hill. Plus the 800-year-old wounded soldier that they found in the bushes there when we were building this road. I did that in my last video. So here we go, climbing up the hill. Now is it an underpass or is it an overpass? Or is it wobbling free? That is the question. Heading up an area now called the Bogs Brae. This is where all underpowered vehicles come to crawl. The Hillman Hunter would only do 24 mile an hour coming up this road. Most underpowered car ever on my life, a 1500 odd axe powered Hillman Hunter or a Hillman Minx, some markets it's known as. I think I'll pull out and just do a wee power up in 5th gear. Just use my wall of torque. Walking up this hill. Look at all the lorries struggling. It's that ugly looking thing. Is that a mini? A mini? It's the size of a Fort Granada estate. We'll just kick in here. This is quite a big area for the traffic walkers. And we're going down into a single lane traffic anyway, so what's the point in fighting for high speeds? Just tickle this along. We're going to be doing a drop link on this at the front. There's a wee kind of knocking sound, and I managed to get the last one probably in the UK. I got a Delphi one that's cast, and it came all the way from Lithuania, and we'll be fitting that today. I've got Rock Auto ones that cost $5. I'm getting in the Lithuanian ones made by Delphi, probably the best bet. At least I've got a spare in case these go out. And I remember these used to wear out all the time in the Ford Focuses, so I wonder if it's like that, if this car's going to be doing in these drop links all the time. I know they sell one that's got a grease nipple in it, and I suppose you would just pump it with grease all the time. They're 50 quid each, so I'm still out a bit of dough with this when it comes to import duty and stuff coming from America. But I've got 4 drop links now and only need 1, so I think we're doing alright for drop links. This is a 40, you've got to be really careful. This is us leaving Bells Hill on the new road. Look at that, what a stunning day. So that's actually a cycle path there, that thing under the bridge. It's absolutely no use whatsoever. You can't go from Glasgow to Bells Hill or Glasgow to Coatbridge. You can go from Bells Hill to Coatbridge though, using the cycle path. Probably going to see some cycle paths on the way, on the motorway, on the way to Edinburgh. just going down this very, very slippy corkscrew. And we're not in a lorry anymore, so no worries. You can build up the G-forces in this. Really missing the radio. I'd love to have Blackfoot on the highway song just now, but hey, can't have it up. Mr. YouTube says so. This is us on the main motorway leaving Glasgow, heading towards Edinburgh, eastward. Smoking the Bandit was filmed here, it would be here. Alright, looking out. This lane's for local use actually, so we need to go out. I've seen this road for a while. See all the idiots now in the lobby swerving about. See, look, to one left, all I had to do is smoothly go in behind me and then slip in. This is where all the accidents happen in this road here. People slamming their brakes on in front of you and then try to go back slip road. Right, that's it now, over. We're rid of all the idiots. That road on the left's local. Take you to the wee towns and villages. North Lanarkshire. Stunning day. Look at the cirrus clouds all swirling about up there. What would be cool is if we had a big salt tire, the two lines of cloud forming an X. Sometimes you're lucky you can get that. Saw it once a year, sure, at the MOT station. Because you never get a camera when you need it. It was before camera phones, right enough. It was 27 years ago. What we're talking about. Just getting a signal back in was hard enough. So, overpass. This is the contraceptive factory. They used to make the women's contraceptives. There was a local legend that the men were growing breasts working in there, but I don't know. It's called Organon Research back then. It's a good story, a good urban myth. This lorry, something I don't normally do. See, I just don't trust that Mach 1 Mustang. It moves about too much on the road and I just don't have any confidence in it. The thing about this thing is I trust it. It's only trying to kill me when we're getting into the higher power ranges, but if I tickle it, it seems to be quite planted, you know, and it doesn't move in the wind. Up to Black Hill now. This is where they transmit the television in the old system. The BBC licence fee used to pay for all the maintenance and upkeep of these. These were radio and television transmitters because of the hilly ground round about Glasgow. That's took its signal, beamed it from wherever it was coming from. I don't know where the next one is. I would guess it would be somewhere in England. And then they beam to beam to beam to beam. And that was the one you changed your television set into, was that one, Hart Hill? Well, this is us in Hart Hill. And there was a famous actor, Andrew Keir, was from here. His real name was Andrew Bogie. He changed his name to Keir. So who wants to be a Bogie man, you know what I mean? He was quite famous. He was one of the first Scottish voices I've ever heard on television. And they still play his films. Horror channel. My wife's quite fond of him. Andrew Keir. I think he was in Dr. Finlay's Casebook. That was another one in the 1950s. Before my time, I was born in the late 60s. Scottish voice I heard was Stuart McCookin in Play School. I'll be putting you out through the rune one day. You usually find the blue Peter cats escaped and sitting in the square one day. Heading towards Livy, and this was all colliery, and they made it into a national park, a golf course and stuff, and they built a wee monument that looks like a horn, and the locals call it a Teletubby horn, and that's a video link. I wish I knew how to join video links into that, so somebody's done a good video on that. Area's called Paul Kemet Estate, and so it's building coal, and now it's National Park. Maybe getting ahead of myself though. It might still be in Salisbury. If I see the wee church on my right, we're still in Salisbury. Yep, we're still in Salisbury. That wee church here, that was famous in the radio. They had a big advertising campaign, and they had advertising space on the church sold to various companies, and it cost a big coup. But to be fair, the guy got his roof done in the church with the advertising money. I remember my dad always used to ask me, "You seen that church? What's in that church now?" This year Smith 1 year. I don't know the latest TV programme on Channel 4 the next time you saw it. I wish I could remember. There's a big massive mast for the mobile phone networks. So this is leaving Salisbury, Hart Hill, Shorts area. We're climbing. It tends to be, this area snows first. If it's snowing here, Glasgow's going to be getting it very soon after. And if the weather's bad rain and storm, you go up the slip road into Whitburn and come back to Glasgow, because it's not going to get any better. The further you go, the worse it gets. Because when the east coast of Scotland gets the weather, you know all about it. It's Dr. Zhivago stuff. You feel the skin peeling away for your heat. Great place to go for a holiday in the summer, but I really don't think I could take the winters. The winters are just too hard and cruel. midway point between Glasgow and Edinburgh. This is the services. I'm assuming they run buses in here as well. See, we've got plenty of windmills in Scotland. Produce 126% of your needs. Then it goes in cables to the grid, and then they charge us a fortune to get it back. It's good, isn't it? Wish I could get my own windmill out in the back garden. I wonder what's going to happen to Hart Hill if they're going to put in hundreds of electric car chargers that need to be plugged into those windmills. Now warmer, it's 39 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you in America watching. This road will open up once we get past Livy. One chap on here, it's pointless. An electric BMW. Passing him later. As he struggles to get up a hill. Aye, well done. The Sisters of Mercy song. I think I'll just head out now. I'm getting sick of these lorries. Oh, we're in the lane. This is in Edinburgh sphere of influence now. Paul Kemet, there you go, that's the Owl Centre. That was what I was talking about, the old coal mine. They've turned it into a nature walk golf course with a Teletubby horn. There it is there, but you can't see it. I'll probably have to take a photograph and then add it on later. See how much ice cream going at that speed. This is the area where they shot Gregory's Girl, the Scottish film. Don't know if you're aware it came out, it was a sensation about a girl footballer and the people that went to school run about her. And the actor in it was a guy called John Gordon Sinclair. And he went to my school. And he became an actor. I don't know what he's done now, that was his big break. I've not seen him. He's hardly been doing Netflix epics or been doing any cowboy films with Clint Eastwood. Don't know what he's doing. He's probably driving a van for DPD now. I know that at the start of it, the girl, she sells kitchens in Cumbernauld. Smooth as silk this motor if the roads are good. I do miss my big Cadillac Coupe de Ville though. That could straighten out any curves or flatten out any bumps. Says as we're getting near the pyramids. She's another feature. The MA Motorways got all these kind of like artists, kind of sculptures and things. There's a massive horse. Steel skeletal horse, it's a beautiful thing, and it's outside Baillieston. And there's all sorts of different things. The famous ones about the two horses at Falkirk. So that was a millennium. They started spending money and making attractive things on the side of the motorway. However, I could have done with the potholes being filled first. Coming at the pyramids, you may be able to see it with the way the camera's pointed. So these are bumps that are built into the side of the grass there. You see the shape of pyramids? See that? War museum there, I don't know what that's about. Must have been Scottish Regiment getting involved with that. Now heading for Livingston, which is a big town, a new town. Sphere of influence maybe at Bathgate. There used to be a truck factory. They used to make the bodies for the Leyland trucks that got shut down in the 1980s. Hence the lyrics of the song Breakfast in America. Bathgate no more, Linwood no more. Livy must have took a punishing when that shut. There's a lot of factories and stuff in Livingston. I used to go out regularly to delivering lorries into the customers, but the main hubs for the supermarkets are out in Livingston. So that's where the food in the shops comes from. Any of these high paid jobs you better have a car because you're travelling 40 miles out of Glasgow to get them. Right, what is he doing? What is this? Why is a lorry overtaking a van? Is it an electric van? Is it holding the place up? These are the questions. Is it speed limited? Yes, speed limited. The guy's going to fall asleep, he's going that slow. I'll just pull in here, take a chance, he doesn't fall asleep, run out my bum. This is us in Livingston now, and what we're looking for is, I tell you what, it's getting cold again. We're looking for Edinburgh. There's an electric Mustang. What a horrible, ugly looking vehicle. To think that they outsold that, it's outselling the petrol one with 2 doors, and that's a 4-door, ugly looking piece of crap. The Chinese stuff's better than that, and it's like a third of the price if you're wanting an electric car. What a waste of time. If you want a proper car, buy a petrol, and don't buy diesels. All you're doing is buying trouble. You heard it here first, Mr. H Classic Cars. Life is so short. Buy something that you love, something that looks good. Spend your cash in that. Don't buy these ugly looking bread. It looks like a loaf of bread. Look at that Volvo. It looks like a loaf of bread. It's like somebody sat in that and stuffed it right back in the bread packet. When I was a young guy, people were striving to save their money to buy an Opel Manta or a Ford Capri or Sunbeam Rapey or something good looking. You know, because it's your money, you work for it. There's never a Range Rover on the road. The only people that had Range Rovers were farmers. Now they're everywhere and capable of going up a grassy slope or working in the wet. The only true 4x4s are Suzuki, and it was designed by Land Rover in the 70s. Here's one passing us now. It'll actually go off-road. Very capable little thing, that Suzuki Rhino Jimny. They're worth fortunes now. Prone to tipping over because they're not designed for high-speed motorway use, but very useful thing if you live in the countryside. Just achieving 24 to the gallon now. I'm usually sitting at the 30s on a normal day when I don't have to defrost the windscreen, so that's made a massive difference to my range. Starting to slow down now, or doing a climb. There's a lot of local businesses, a lot be coming out onto the M8, and the traffic will start to slow down as it queues up towards Edinburgh. And then we'll reach the bit where my old work was. I used to work in Newbridge. There's the Bing, big coal bings. There's a railway bridge that's kind of looking like one of these old-fashioned Victorian aqueducts that carry the water. I'm pretty sure it's a railway bridge. See it there in the distance. This was the view I used to get maybe 7 times a week. We're taking lorries through Edinburgh. You guys used to work with used to say, well, you know, like £1 for every time you came on this motorway. I went, well, no, because I get £5 an hour. Make it 50. The police stopped there. Must have been a squirrel. And about a hand with the nuts. This is us, we're actually in Edinburgh now. Oh gosh. 3, 2, 1. I'm at 3, tell me yourself, you're ready for an indicator. Just showing them what an indicator is, because a lot of them don't know what an indicator is. It's that thing that works on the stalks inside the steering wheel, and we put cross the path, and then not be a good time to cross in front of you. You know, it's all about signal, it's all about communication. Welcome to Edinburgh. Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland. It used to be Dumbarton, the ancient capital, Pictish capital of Scotland was Dumbarton, which is in the west, and it's moved to the east at some point. 3, 2, 1. So these blues, 3, 2, we get to 1. That's the road going away, and that helps you in the fog or anything like that if you can't see the road actually, because you end up stuck in here and you'll end up in the centre of Edinburgh, the Gyle. That's us. We're now in Edinburgh and we're in local roads. I think this was an old quarry here. We're going to meet up with traffic coming from Edinburgh City, dual carriageway. Here we're going local, 3, 2, 1 again. As people indicate, it's fantastic. Do you know we haven't had any bad driving at all? Do you know that? It's been absolutely. I'm over the moon with that. I mean, I know we're going to get into a bad bit with us in an industrial estate where everybody's going to be me. I'll just pull out in front of you and it's your job to slow down. But I'm quite happy with that drive. It's been a good smooth drive. Now for traffic flow, that pavement being there is a bit silly, because I could have been through there now. But we're away anyways. Really careful with this over my right hand side in case there's anything flying around locally, but we're alright, we're away. And this is so busy, this wee estate. It was never like this when I worked here. This was Marshall's Chunky Chickens, 1980s. Now it's a McDonald's and a garage, and that was my old work there. It used to be Ryder. Closed it down just after the COVID, paid everybody off, ran away with the government money. I'm still angry about it. This wee estate here's actually got a Tesla garage in it where they repair them. Tesla dealer. Yeah, coming up. Tesla sales. Supercharger. See how that company performs after what's been going on. Right, careful here. There's usually tippers flying down here at massive knots. Oh, what's happening here? Woodworks. Just, well, I'm not coming back this way, so we don't need to worry about it. Still got a green, we're going. Yes. Made it. I'm not coming back this way, so not to worry. Get all that scrap. Wonder how many of those Range Rovers are going to get through their warranty period. cutting stones maybe. Yeah, cutting concrete with a still saw. There's a bit of stone dust flying across there, that's what that was. Farmer. His front loader. Now this man's going down there. You've got to have your eyes peeled, you've got to know what's what. Car's going to get all covered in mud. We're now in the rural part of Edinburgh where all the farms are. Blind summit here. Tickle, be careful. Yep, just in case. There's a broken down lorry or something. See the traffic starting to build up here. Imagine you need your foot down there going over that brow, that hill, and saw that traffic all piling back. This is where they don't get taught. This all comes from experience. Well, that's it. Mr. H Classic Cars, that's the end of the journey. I've got to the bit where we need to be. So, signing off, like and subscribe, Mr. H Classic Cars, for classic car content, local road trips around Scotland, retro toys, and see you soon in the next car repair video.